Hello peeps and welcome back to the Age of Engineering. Okay, so last episode we got to working on some stuff and I showed off my plan for generating lots and lots of power here. I have off camera been smelting up a crap ton of this stuff so that I can make more crystals, because I've burned through several more crystals in the time that it's taken to do everything that I've done off camera. Right now, I actually don't have any power input going in, so I'm currently losing about 10,000 RF a tick. Now, the reason why I don't have any power going in is because I disabled the power outputting from this via redstone signal because I didn't want to burn up 9.5 millibuckets a tick. I was worried about possibly running low on this ethanol. I've got 2.6 thousand buckets in here, but I wanted to get a little bit of a stockpile because I added some more turbines to this, put an insane voltage emitter up here, and I currently have a molecular transformer set up here that was producing chrome for me. I also burned through my first set of graphite electrodes up here, smelting a crap ton of rutile ore that I went and got off of Titan. So I have almost 3,000 titanium in here now. I've got plenty of tantalum plate, I've got plenty of powdered cadmium, I'm a little low on zirconium, but I made a bunch of stainless steel and chrome. So we got plenty of stuff to work with this episode. Let's get going, because we've got a lot to do. Now, I want to set up my induction cell so that I can get my power generation switched over to that. I still want to be able to charge this ultimate energy cube, but I will connect that in line off of the induction cell. And I want to be able to scale up my power, because I want to have at least 3 or 4 sets of each of these machines that I can use for auto-crafting the various components. First thing we're going to need is we're going to need some induction housings, which I ran out of the ability to make last episode because we ran low on chrome and stainless. That is no longer any concern whatsoever. We're going to need 2 induction ports, which means we're going to need 2 elite control circuits. Actually, we only need 1, because this gets you 2. But I'm sure we'll use this at some point. Grab the rest of the induction housings, plus the 2 basic providers and the basic induction cell. I should have another induction cell. Thought I had an advanced. Huh. I could have sworn I made an advanced one. I might have to go back and look at the last episode. No, I guess I didn't. Okay. What's it going to take to make one of these? Some Inori, some tin item casings, some silver, energy modules, and lithium dust. Well, the lithium dust is easy enough. Just pop out here and empty out the chemical crystallizer. Add that into here. That's done. Inori is easy enough. Just grab a couple of stacks of iron. Pop that off. Put my ring away. Drop, drop, drop. Yow. You know what? Am I an idiot? Because I had an advanced energy cube. Did I mistake the advanced energy? Maybe I did, I don't know. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about it. Yep, that's it. It was an advanced energy cube. Okay, that's fine. Add the add the Inori. No, not the advanced energy cube. Induction cell. We need some silver, which means I need to... figure out which one of these things actually uses silver. And recode it. I want to say it is... Yeah, I want to say it's the battery. These two battery patterns. Let's check. Yeah, that's what it is. It's these batteries. So I need to recode those batteries. We need the basic RF and the advanced RF battery recoded. It's too bad that you can't actually just... Well, I'll just turn these back into blank patterns. No, this one. And here we're going to allow substitutions of input components. Let's put the pattern for the basic back in. And I need to put away my battery or else this thing is going to charge. Actually, no, I can just do it straight from there. There we go. Now, if I try to do this, I'm missing the energy modules, so I need to figure out a way to code the energy modules. I'm still missing lithium dust. Why? Put the lithium dust in there, didn't I? I've got plenty of lithium dust. Yeah, according to this, I'm missing 12 lithium dust. It must have done it with IC2 lithium. Okay. So what requires the lithium dust? You require the lithium dust. So we'll need to re-encode the basic induction cell pattern. Which means I need some tablets, or at least one. And I'm also going to need a basic energy cube. There you are. And that will let me encode that. Put you back in. And now we'll try this one more time. Okay. Now I just need the tin item casings, which is easy enough. Just grab a stack of tin plates. We'll get those working real quick. This is actually not going to take very long at all. And while that's running, we need the energy module. This requires a scientific calculator. So power cube plus purified coal equals energy module. I can do this in a dynamic calculator, which will allow me to auto-craft it, I think. Let's try making a dynamic calculator. Easy enough. Go down here. Find a line that has some channels left. We'll just use this one since it's my auto crafting. Pop the dynamic calculator here. And oh, how do I make it use just that? I don't know if I can. Scientific calculator, flawless calculator, or dynamic calculator. I could use a calculator stand. If I remember what it's called. Docking station. That's what it is. Docking station will allow me to put a calculator on there and access that calculator. So let's make a docking station. Alright. We'll put the docking station down. And this I'm going to have to put 7 out of 8 channels off of that. Could put it down here, but this is going to require, I don't know. For right now, I'll just put the thing down. No calculators mounted. Okay. The energy module takes power cube, purified coal, and a scientific calculator. So I need a scientific calculator. Dock the calculator. And this allows me to produce this stuff. So I don't remember what side corresponds to what is the problem. Right now I might just make a bunch of them by hand. I think I'll do that. I'll play around with this a little bit later and figure out how it works, and then I'll automate this next episode. There we go. And I need my flawless. Actually, I could just use the scientific for this. How do I get the damn thing off? Don't know. I think you break it. Yeah, just break it. Whatever. Pop that back down. Scientific calculator. U and U equals a shit ton of U. Shit ton more. Even more. Let's put U and U away. Pop that up there, and we'll keep doing this. Yeah, I'll do the calculator thing when I know better what I'm doing with it, so that I can show you guys how it works. But that gives me a lot of energy modules. So if I come up here, You would think after the amount of time I've spent here, I wouldn't get disoriented in my own base anymore, but I occasionally do. And advanced induction cell, start. This actually should not take terribly long to do. Especially since I have multiple processors now that can handle multiple jobs at once. There it is, advanced induction cell. We've got induction housing. And now all we need to do is set this thing up, which I said I wanted to set up over here. So, built into this wall is where I'm going to put my induction cells. Actually, no, I don't want to build it into the wall. I think I want to build it into the floor. Because I want to have, let's see, my ME system is right there. I want to have kind of a straight shot to my processing machine. So I'm going to put my power generation over here. So I need a 5x5 hole in the floor. I'm going to need more of these induction housings, but this will get me started. I'm going to leave a hole right there, because that is where my first induction port is going to go. We're going to do the same thing over here. Induction port goes right there. Pop down. Connected to the induction ports is where you need to put the induction providers. If the induction providers aren't directly connected, they will not work. We're going to put the induction coil, or cell, right in the middle. And we'll leave some empty space here. I can put more induction cells in here, or I can take the one that's in there out and upgrade it. Same with these induction providers. This thing is entirely modular. You can have empty space in the middle of it. That doesn't hurt it. We need some tablets. Craft 10 more of those, we'll say. There's my 10, and we'll do more induction casings. I'm not going to need any more than that. For right now, anyway. That's actually overkill, but as a matter of fact, since I made too many, we're just going to do it like this. And you saw the multi-block form. So, input 0 joules, output 0 joules. I think I need to use the configurator to change one of these to output. Induction port transfer mode to output. So this one is now an input, that one's now an output. Let's move all of this crap over here. And we are actually going to save this energy cell. I'm just going to pop it in here for now. And let's break all this shit off. You are doing nothing anymore. Break that. Break all these. There we go. And we'll move this setup in a minute. One thing I am going to want to do is upgrade my universal cables. I'm going to upgrade all of my universal cable to advanced. At least to advance. What the hell? Whoops. Okay, this is already advanced. That's pressurized, okay. Yeah, we'll put that in there, and we'll get some more advanced. Capable of transferring everything. Supposedly. Okay, there's that. Biogenerators. Need to be attached like this. The heat generator, I'm not even going to worry about hooking up. Crusher needs to be placed over here. Now, this is an interesting quandary. I'm actually going to put the crusher here. We're going to attach that using our cable to get it power. You can see we're currently inputting lots of power. 320 joules per tick is going in. Each one of these is producing 80. I'm going to need my item conduits. Ribbit. Damn it. Give me just a second here, guys. I have to answer this. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Best timing. I don't like how these things connect, but it's easy enough to turn them off. These need to be insert. This needs to be extract always. And that should refuel these. Once I set the output. There we go. Now, I'm going to need to set this input on this side. Come over here. Gonna need some packing tape so that I can move this. Pick that up. Pick that up. Grab all this. Pop that there. Disable that. Compacting drawer is going to go there. Not you. Item conduit. Item conduit there. You are allowed to extract melons. Always active. That should refill my melon supply once I set this to insert. There we go. The garden cloche needs to be set up right there so that that faces that way. Give it the dirt, give it the melon seeds. Needs water. So once again, we'll just do that. A couple of buckets. And we'll go ahead and put these melons in here. I just put away my calculator. I didn't want to. Get my flawless calculator back out, please. Thank you. I really need to take some of those things out. Pop over here, grab a couple of buckets of... oh, hi. Why? Why, though? Well then. Let's retorch this area before things start spawning on me. That'll work. Don't really care. Water buckets. I need my Yeta wrench. Convert that to output. That'll fill up. And we're going to get my crystal configurator, my crystal binder, because I'm going to bind my wireless output to this. That saves me a power cell. I'm going to put this stuff away now. And this is going to very quickly start producing melons to refuel that. This is being fully fueled. These are being fully supplied. I can scale this pretty much as I want just by adding more crushers. So that takes care of that. The next thing I want to do is I want to run some more of this universal conduit over here, and I'm going to have my machines set up over here. Now, I haven't figured out exactly how I want to handle inputs and outputs. But I think what I want to do is I want to sink the cable into the floor and have it run under my machine sets. Which means I'm going to need some more cable. Stainless steel, I have plenty of that now. We'll just get a shit ton of advance. I have plenty of enriched alloy too. And what we'll do is we'll just run conduit under here. Not entirely what I wanted to do there, but it works. I could just put another induction port on the side of it if I wanted to avoid this looking bad, but I'd have to make another induction provider. Right now I don't feel like doing that. Let's come over here, grab these machines. And we'll start putting these machines on a block. Let's see, we need the metallurgic infusers combined with the enrichment chambers. Enrichment chamber, metallurgic infuser. Enrichment chamber, metallurgic infuser. Enrichment chamber, metallurgic infuser, osmium compressor. That'll work. These are unnecessary for now. Let's get one more metallurgic infuser and 2 more enrichment chambers. Steel casing. Osmium blocks. 4 steel casings. 2 furnaces. There's our metallurgic infuser. There's my enrichment chambers. There we go. Now, this we're going to set to make sure it outputs to blue. This we're going to set to make sure it inputs the infusion from purple. Same here. Output to blue. Input infusion from purple. Output to blue. Input infusion from purple. Now I want this to be set to none. That to be set to none. And that to be set to none. Because these are going to output to the top. Well, no, they're going to input... I think they're going to input from the top and output to the front. Input top, output front. This needs to input from top. It is. So is that. So is that. Okay, now we're going to need some ME interfaces. The ME interfaces are going to go on top of these. Because this is inputting from the top, right? Yeah. So, we're going to need 6 ME interfaces total, I believe. How many do I already have? 0. So, let's make... Oh, I'm out of logic processors. Craft 100 of the damn things. I'm gonna need them. Now it does mean that I currently don't have the ability to do what I wanted to do. So what I might do is I might come down here, find 2 interfaces that aren't used here, like this one, and this one. And I come up here to set these up. I'm going to need to run some cable. 15 out of 32. Okay, yeah, light blue. So, we're going to put that there and that there. These things will communicate with each other, so all I have to do is run one line out here. Which I believe I'm going to do off of this dense cable. So I'm not going to need 32 channels for this. So we'll get some glass cable, and we'll just start running our running our line out this way. That scared me. That should be good. How did I miss so much there? I didn't. Okay. Just looked like I did. And we'll bring the cable over this way. Run it through the floor here. This is eventually going to be all interfaces. But for the moment, we're going to have to connect it like that. Now, we're going to make a couple of patterns. Actually, you know what? I don't want... Yeah, I don't want interfaces up here. I'm going to need a mixture of interfaces and export buses. Or no, I just need export buses, really. I can use export buses in crafting cards. Okay, so I need export buses. Which means I need some formation cores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should bring all of these online. Online, 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 online. Good. Here, I'm going to output redstone. Which is going to keep this constantly filled with a full supply of redstone in here. This is going to be filled with diamond. If this seems a little wasteful, that's because it really is. And then this is going to be filled with refined obsidian. That will allow me to put a card in here saying, hey, if I need advanced alloy, you can just output iron to there. Let's get a crafting card. You know, the more I think about this, the more I think I'm not doing this correctly, and I may need to have a mix of export buses and hello, lag spike. Yeah, this will work okay. I don't care about keeping an extra supply of compressed everything in here. You need to output. Auto eject on. Which means you're going to have the same problem. But yeah, if I put this in here, use stocked items or craft items while exporting. Okay. Yeah, I'll want to use the crafting card in here, because I'll need to eventually craft refined obsidian dust. But for these, I'm going to need interfaces. So let's grab the interfaces. I actually already have them. And we'll break this. And this is going to answer a question for me. Will that pass the signal? Device online. Yes, it will pass the signal. Good. There's the interface. We just need a formation core. One more interface. Break you. Place you. Turn hover mode off, I think. Now, what I should be able to do is I should be able to come over here and make a pattern. This is going to be a crafting pattern saying 1 iron equals 1 enriched alloy. If I come over here and add this pattern to here, get some conduit, item conduit. What do I do with it? There it is. Put a feedback into here. if I go to here and take all the alloy out, I should be able to go craft me one of you. And it worked. If I craft 10, it should spit 10 iron into here and craft up a bunch of enriched alloy. This will stay constantly full of 64 there, 64 there, and 64 there. Now that's a little bit wasteful with diamond, and it's going to be very wasteful with the refined obsidian, because this requires diamond to make. But honestly, I can go get more diamonds anytime I want. Diamonds are not an issue, neither is obsidian. With obsidian, all I have to do is just take my digital miner out, put obsidian in, and just sit in the end for a few minutes. I'll come away with thousands. Process it through a sag mill, you get 4 or 8 for each one usually. So that's not a problem. What is an issue is my time, because I hit the end of this episode. So I'm going to automate the rest of this part off camera. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Night Dagger with Age of Engineering. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. We should be getting into some more endgame stuff in the very near future here. I just needed to get all of this automation set up and secure a better way to get titanium and chrome and a way to produce all of these annoying alloys without having to do it by hand every single time. Next episode, we're also going to set up the hydrogen generator, I guess. Or I might just do that off camera. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later, peeps.